Hello and welcome back to Soleil's kitchen. Today I'm gonna show you how to make an easy keto dough recipe. You can use the same recipe to make pizza, hamburger buns, bagels, and breadsticks. The things that you will need are 1 cup of almond flour, 1.5 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. For the seasoning, you will need 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You will also need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You will need the olive oil just to brush them when they're ready to go into the oven. You will also need, and these are optional, but I really encourage you to do, sesame seeds and Italian seasoning. The sesame seeds, I'm gonna put them in the hamburger bun, and the Italian seasoning for the pizza. You will also need a dish safe to be in the microwave because we need to melt the cheese. We will need a pan with a silicone mat or parchment paper. I love the silicone mats that I bought in Amazon. I will link them below. A brush just for the olive oil, spatula, a good size spoon just to mix things, and a couple of dishes to because we need to mix the seasoning and then something to put the olive oil. First thing is I like to preheat the oven at 375, so it's ready for us when we have everything ready. Second thing is to make the seasoning. We will need to use 2/3 of the seasoning for the dough so it's not bland. We're going to need the onion powder, garlic, if you can see, salt, and let's give these a mix. Perfect. And then we're going to put the dough together. The first thing is the flour. Let's go ahead and put the seasoning so we can give it a quick mix so everything is well combined. Remember, 2/3 of the seasoning. We just need a little bit extra or left behind so we can sprinkle some on the top. And let's put the baking powder. And let's give it a quick mix. Alrighty, I have mixed the almond flour, seasoning, and baking powder. Then we're going to put the cheese. And we're going to put next the cream cheese. The egg is going to be at the end, so don't get too excited. Let's give it another mix. Let me show you. It will have to go in the microwave. I like to do it in 30 seconds interval so I don't over melt the cheese. So let's go ahead and do the first one. I have seen that for my microwave it takes 3 times. I'm gonna show you how it looks: 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and then the 90-second mark, and then is when we're going to put the cheese. See you in a bit. The 30 seconds have passed. Let me move the egg, and you won't be able to tell much difference, just that the smell is wonderful and the cheese is getting more clingy. And try to now incorporate, ooh, big word, the cream cheese with the rest of the dough. Let's put it back again for another 30 seconds. It will be the 1 minute mark, and then you will see how stringy it's going to start getting, and then the 90-second mark, then we can start playing with the dough. I just took it out of the microwave and it has been 60 seconds now. I really hope you can see how the mozzarella is being more stringy now. So that means that we are close. You will have to go into the microwave for another 30 seconds. I will see you then. 90-second mark, and now you can hopefully can see that it's more looking like a dough. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Okay, let's keep playing with it, kneading, maybe for like a minute. Don't burn yourself because we need to incorporate the egg. It will absorb, but you need to knead it. I don't want you to burn your fingers. I have burned my fingers. It's not a happy experience. So I think it's cool enough that we can mix the egg now. Yeah, it's fine. Remember, be careful, don't burn yourself. And once you start putting the egg, or actually when you start mixing the egg, you're going to hear very farty noises. It's fun. You will think the egg won't absorb, but trust me, it will. It looks like a mess right now, but just keep kneading it. It's going to, now that my egg or the egg has absorbed, is very sticky. It's fine. Keep kneading it. It's not going to be like a regular dough, but it won't be as sticky. Just keep mixing, and then you will see that when it cools down and when the egg is getting more incorporated, it's going to be less sticky. I have been kneading now for a minute, and now you can tell it's less sticky now on my hands, and now it is ready to be put in the tray so we can put it in the oven. I'm going to show you a bagel, a hamburger bun, maybe 1 to 2 breadsticks, and a mini pizza. Let me just wash my hands real quick. Clean hands, let's keep rolling. This recipe will yield 4 bagels, 1 pizza. When I did it, the silicone mat is 13 by 9, and it was just perfect. 2 good size hamburger buns, maybe 4 mini buns, and up to 10 breadsticks. It just depends on how big or small you like them. Let me know if you want me to show you how I did my pizza. I did it with pesto, chicken, goat cheese, and fresh basil. Came out very, very good. Okay, let's cut this in half. For the bagel, what I like to do is make it, like, roll it first. You don't want to flatten your bagel too much, or it will just be a flat bagel, and that's not how a bagel is. And just put your thumb through it like a donut and work it out. A lot of people, I saw that they were doing it like first rolling it and then connecting the 2 ends. I didn't like that. I just think this is way faster and easier. Make the hole a little bit big because it will reduce once it's in the oven. Okay, so just make it pretty. Okay, first one is there. Now let's do the 2. These are going to be big breadsticks. Still, let's roll it. Okay. Now for the hamburger bun, I'm just going to roll it. It's going to be a mini hamburger bun, just like this. What I like to do for my pizza is to flatten first and then make an indentation from the inside out, so it can hold the marinara sauce, the pesto, olive oil, ranch, barbecue, whatever your heart desires for your pizza. So now let's do that. They're almost ready to go in the oven. The next step is to brush the olive oil. Be generous with it because in the oven they're going to dry. And then we're going to do the last seasoning on top. Okay. Now for the bagel, I'm going to use the seasoning we did at the beginning. Let me move this. And for the breadsticks as well. Let me see if you can see. That. Now for the pizza, when I did it, I put the Italian seasoning on top. So let's go ahead and spray a little bit or a lot. And for the sesame seed, what I like to do, because I like my buns to be with a lot of sesame seed, is I put it in my hand first. Oops, that's too much. Like this. Grab it and just stick it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay. And let's spray some of these because of why not. Alright, let's put it in the oven. They have to be between 15 to 20 minutes. Like I always do, I like to check mine in the mark of maybe 5 minutes before, so I'm going to check them at the mark of 10, then 15, and then go from there depending on how brown you like your dough. But as soon as it's brown, it's good to go. Let's put it in the oven, middle rack for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to stop checking, and then I'm going to start checking. Okay guys, 10 minutes. They're looking fabulous. Not quite there yet. Maybe 5 more minutes. They just came out of the oven and they look fantastic. I took them out at the mark of 15 minutes. If you like to have yours a little bit more brown, leave them more, maybe 1 more minute. They will brown very fast, so just keep an eye on them. They look very, very good and they smell fantastic. I'm going to let them set for 3 to 5 minutes so I can hold one and show you how it looks when I cut it in half. I'm going to do the bagel, but I'm so excited for you guys to try this recipe. It's delicious. I'll see you in 3 minutes. It has been 5 minutes and they're cool enough that I can remove them safely now. Let's go ahead and move these. Just great, and that's why I love my baking mats. They're just so good. And, okay. Now the bagel. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Let's cut safely. Let's see. And there you have it. Ooh. It's just so good, you guys. Even if you're not doing keto, give it a shot. It tastes amazing. You can put an egg, you can do a sandwich, put more cream cheese. The sky is the limit. Thank you guys. I will see you next time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring that little bell, and I will see you next time. Bye!